Craps does not have to be complicated. In fact, today's strategy is about as simple as it gets, and it builds into a powerful inside game fast. No crazy moves, no stress, just a simple system that keeps the wins rolling in. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. Today's video is part of my Dice Advice series where viewers submit strategies and then I test them out here on Color Up. This one was sent to me by Johnny and he calls it the Roll Tide. Not exactly sure why. Maybe he's just a big Georgia fan. This also works for you if you're in those casinos that only do $25 tables, sadly. So we're going to start with a $30 bet on the 6 and 8. We're going to end up at 110 inside, but we're not putting all of our exposure out all at once. So we got $60 at risk. If and when one of these hits, they're going to get paid $35. We're then going to take our winnings and throw in additional $15 from our rack. So yeah, we're in it for $75 total for the shooter. And we're going to then have 110 inside. From here, we have half the dice combinations covered between the 5, 6, 8, and 9. All these bets are going to pay the same. They're going to get paid $35, and we're just going to same bet for the rest of the night. If we get 2 hits, we've won $70 back. We still have $5 at risk, but that's okay. Not too bad for a $110 bet. Our third risk and beyond, we're in profit town. So really simple, start on the 6 and 8. Once you get a hit, you spread to the 5 and 9, and then we just same bet. So let's go ahead and test it out with a live roll. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot with a $500 bankroll for this quick demo. Now you're going to have a risk, a total possible $75 per shooter. I usually recommend to have 10 enough for 10 shooters, so $750. We're close enough there. We'll just assume someone else is rolling the dice so we don't have to make a pass or don't. Let's get a point established and then go from there. If you'd like, you can put your bets up and have them working for the comeout roll. I just follow the puck. All right, here we go, coming out. And we should have had our bets up and working. All right, point is 6. We rolled the 6 the hard way. So we'll do dealer, give me a $30 6 and 8. It's going to be $60, so we'll get 15 and change here and get set up $30 6 and 8. Now we got to hit one, and then we'll throw in that $15 to get at the green level across the inside numbers. But we got to hit that 6 and 8 first. 2 craps. There's a 9. So you got to have some patience with this strategy. But remember, you're probably, at a $25 table and only playing for, $500. You can't cover all the numbers. You just don't have the money for it. All right, there's the 8. So it's going to win 35. We're going to throw in the 15. Dealer, go ahead and place my 5 and 9. Now you don't have to play this at the green level. I guess you could scale it down. On the first hit, you throw in money to cover the 5 and 9. That's all there is to it. From here, we're just going to collect and same bet. Remember, 2 essentially gets our money back. The third is profit. We got half the dice combos working for us. But there's a 7, so all of it comes down and is a loss. So $75 loss there because we didn't collect anything. All right, new shooter. We'll start with a 7, so we won't end with a 7. Yo 11. There's the 6. Again, we should have had our bets up and working, right? All right, we'll throw in again. 75. Dealer, give me $30 6 and 8. 15 and change. Set that aside for when we hit one of these. Here we go. 10 easy. 10 the hard way. There's a 9. 3 craps. There's an 8. There we go. So it's going to win 35. We throw in that 15. Dealer, give me that 5 and 9. All right, 110 up there. 75 of it came from our rack. 10 hard. Got half the dice combos. Can we hit one? There we go. There's a 5. Pays 35. We're on our way. 3 corrupts. Ugh, there's the 7. So we didn't lose 75, we lost 40. I say that like that's a good thing. Yes, we still lost 40. Not great. We just need to roll some numbers. All right, here we go. That's pretty minimal on a big table like this. These $25, this green level bets. We're out on the 4. We have exact change, so we could throw it in. There's 60. Dealer, give me the 6 and 8. Quick 7. The strategy is getting smoked. Puck will go off, and we'll have a new shooter. Got to have enough bankroll. Hopefully we can see it turn around, but you never know with this game. 6 the hard way. All right, there's 75 to the dealer. We'll get 15 and change. Roll that 6 or 8. There's the 6-point hit. 30 pays 35. Throw back in that 15. Dealer, give me the 5 and 9. Puck will go off because we hit our point. Puck's off, our bets are off. 6 easy. I think we should have always had our bets working. We would have done really well so far. All right, let's hit some numbers now. We got half of them working for us. All right, but the 7 rolls. Down they come. I'm showing you what not to do at a craps table, right? Oh, wow. Sometimes it happens like this. And I do not re-roll these strategies to make them look good or bad. I roll them once. It is what it is. That's the game of chance. There's a 9. Point is 9. Well, we're running out of green chips, though, here. 75 to the dealer. Dealer, give me the 6 and 8. 15 and change. I don't think one shooter's been profitable. Quick 7. Hey, this time we only lost 60, right? Okay. Puck goes off. Come on, we need a monster roll. Yo 11. There's a 9. Point is going to be 9. Let's go ahead. We'll throw in 75. Dealer, give me the 6 and 8. We'll get 15 and change. There's a 5. There's a 4. This could be a cautionary tale. How quickly your money could go. There's a 10. 10 easy. Which is not a bad video or lesson in the grand scheme of things. Puck goes off. As good as strategy may sound, or as little risk as there might be, so if the dice don't go in your favor, it's going to be a short night. All right, we're back out on the 9. Still hunting for that 6 or 8 shooter. There's a 3. All these rolls going by. There's a 9. Point hit. Well, you get to watch me roll the dice randomly. 3 corrupts. 10 easy, 10 easy. 10 will be the point. There's an 8. I feel it. There's a 6, I meant. All right, we're going to win 35, but we're going to throw in an extra 15. This time, dealer, give me the 5 and 9, 110 inside working. Half the dice combos. Can we roll them back? Yo 11. All right, let's move it inside, shooter. Puck will go off. He says roll tide. I mean, not so good. Maybe good at football, but not so good at craps. I don't know. All right, we'll wait for a point. There's a 9. All right, we have exact change. It looks like this might be our last shooter. Unless we can make something happen. There's a point of 9. Puck will go off. Back out on that 9. Maybe we should be betting the 9. 9 and 10, it seems like I've been rolling today. There's a 6, okay. So we'll win 35, but we're throwing in 15. I don't have 15. I'm going to throw in a quarter. We'll get 10 and change. I don't know. They probably wouldn't. Wait a second. We get paid 35. I don't have enough, so there's 50. So we would just get 10 back. And these would go up. Okay, confused me there for a second. All right, let's roll some inside numbers. We got a lot of work to do, as you can see. We're basically skin and bones now. There's a 9. We're going to win 35. There's our first hit. I guess we could do another shooter. Puck will go off. Back on the 9. There's a 5. All right, for this shooter, we've only got $5 at risk. There's a 5. Hey, we finally have profit. We have a $30 profit for one shooter. All right. Our very first shooter with any profit. Now we need to just roll these numbers like, 20 more times. There's the 8. Pays 35. It'll add up quick though, if we can keep them rolling. 4, easy 4. Yo 11. 2, spot and a dot, craps. No good for our inside bets. We're rolling a lot of numbers, just not the inside. There's the 6. Again, wins 35. There's a 9, point hit, wins 35. Puck will go off. 6 the hard way. Again, should have had our bets working. There's a 5. Finally getting a roll. Hopefully you stuck around to see this instead of all the bad rolls. Hopefully you didn't check out. 25 pays 35. Six easy, point hit. 30 pays 35. Two, craps. Still looking for a point. We're out on the 5. Point will be 5. Hey, we hit our point right back. We win 35. Should I work my bets? No, I'm just going to stick with the plan. Stick with the plan. Nope, should have had him working. Okay. Out on the 5, wasted roll. But you never know. 4 easy, 4 easy. 4 easy. 12 craps. Okay, 4, 4, 12, 12. Weird rolls. 8 the hard way, we'll take it. 30 wins 35. There's a 5, point hit. 25 wins 35. Puck goes off temporarily. Let me grab some more red here. 7 on the come out. That time working our bets would not have worked. So that's a good time for that 7 to roll. We're out on the 6. Puck's on, our bets are on. Ah, there's the 7 anyway. All right, that was a pretty good roll. Very good roll. All right, puck goes off. I'm just curious. I'm going to do a little mid-roll count here, see how much we've got 1, 2, 300, probably 450. So not bad, not bad. Especially after being brutalized for so long at the beginning. But let's keep it going. Let's see if we can get a little more up and down. They don't have to be that good, but they also don't have to be as bad as it has been. All right, we're out on the 4. We've got the exact change. Dealer, give me the 6 and 8. There's an 8. It's going to pay 35. We're going to throw in 15. Dealer, give me that 5 and 9. There's a 12. Remember, 2 hits essentially get your money back or win 70 of the 75 at risk. 3 hits is profit. Early 7, it all comes down. So just gave back 75 there. Five, we're out on that 5. Let's go 30. Point hit, there's a 5. There's a 7 on the come out roll, so we don't care about that. 6 easy. 6 or 8 shooter. 4 the hard way, they'll call that a 4. Either way, it's not a winning number for us, and there's the 7. So now we're giving it back, right back. We got 10 dice combos, 10 of the 36. You'd think we'd be doing a little better. So far, not so much. Point will be 4. We have exact change. Give the dealer 60. Dealer, give me that 6 and 8. There's a 9. There's another 9. There's another 9. Sometimes you think about these strategies and there's a 7. It's like, you know, do I add the field? Do I cover more numbers? It's kind of a tough decision. You know, I'm kind of leaning in favor of having more dice combos, but then you got to win more money back. So there's no correct way to play this. I could look back and tell you, hey, what you should have played with these dice rolls, but before you see them, it's anybody's guess. All right, there's the 6. So we're almost down. We came back, and now we're giving it back again. 10 easy. 2 craps. Not a whole lot of action in this for you to watch, is it? I guess it's just me rolling over and over again. So not a very fun strategy, I'm guessing, as from a viewer's perspective, but it is interesting to see how this goes. Maybe you're playing along with my rolls. Does your strategy work with these rolls? I don't know. It's a tough set of rolls. All right, there's the 8. We're going to win 35. We throw in that 15. Dealer, give me the 5 and 9. All right, we're set up. Let's roll an inside number, for goodness sake. All right, there's the 6-point hit. We win 35. Puck will go off. That's our first hit. Once our numbers were up. Out on the 8. New point will be 8. 12 craps, that don't help us. 12 craps, that's twice in a row we've hit the 12. That's why you bet the horn and then parlay it, right? 6 the hard way, 6 hard. 30 pays 35. For this shooter, we're in it for $5 at risk, but 110 inside, so that's a pretty good deal. There's the 7. So even that, we still lost $5 on that shooter. Puck will go off. Do we have time? Yeah, we got time. We got time to lose all the money. All right, here we go. A couple more minutes. There's a 10. There's a 5. We don't have the We don't have a 5. 66 shooter. There's a 5 again. 5 again. 5 is alive. There's an 8. There we go. 30 is going to pay 35, but we're not collecting yet. We're throwing it in. Dealer, take me to $25 level. The inside numbers. Now we need to get on a streak here. There's 1. Four easy. We don't have the 4. There's a 10-point hit. 8 easy. Point is now 8. 10 easy. 10 easy. 4 the hard way. All right, we're rolling the 4s and 10s. Move it inside just a tad, just a skosh. There's a 9. There we go. 25 pays 35. There's our second hit. Crazily, we've had a lot of rolls, and that's just our second hit on the numbers. Yo, 11. Dice, I told you, go inside. 6. All right, that'll pay. Hey, for this shooter, we actually have a profit. Now let's keep it going if we can. Spot and a dot. Or a number. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. A lot of 10s this session. 4 the hard way, 4 hard. Wow. 4 easy. Everything but the inside numbers, right? We got half the dice combos and they're rolling the other half. There's the 8 hard. Wins 35. Puck will go off. 2 craps. You know what? I'm working my bets. Dealer, turn my bets on. I don't know. I just got a hunch. And I'm running out of time here. 3 craps. Short roll. I turn my bets on luck. There's a 7. Oh, jeez. All right. Down comes the bets. And I don't know. What a fitting way to end this thing. We'll just end it there. Pretty sure we're down. We gave up another 100 there. 200, 225, 250, 275, 300, $325. Whether you cover all the numbers or just the good numbers, however you like to play, good luck on Coloring Up. If you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of craps enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club.